What is up? This is your boy Anecdotal, and today two new troops and a gem spending event have both come out at the same time. So of course we're going to look at the two new troops. We're going to look at the little update patches that they also did throughout the game. The first one is just identifying the type of ranked player you are through icons. So you can see that there's an icon for the top 3 members, everyone I believe in the top 30, and then everyone else in the top 100, and then there's some stuff after that. Maybe there's like a top 1% thing going on, but I'm not gonna scroll that far. Yeah, there's a top 100 and then like top 100 plus. I don't know, they got this kind of icon. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm rocking the teal. I got the top 100 one. There's no top 50. I got this, come on, same thing. I gotta somehow climb my way to the top 30 to get a different icon. But that's cool. You could easily identify in PvP where everyone stands now, so that's pretty cool. Alright, the second really cool big thing that came up is actually the preview. We can finally, and I've been asking for this, preview both the basic attack and the special attack for characters. This means now you can make a very good logical decision on whether or not you think a character is good or not based on their actual abilities. Now, crazy enough, this kind of creates a bit of a flaw in the game because all the basic attacks look really boring. So there are a couple pretty cool special attacks that we could highlight real quick, but it's great that they added this to the game because that way you actually know what you're doing. And it also gives you what the artifact at 10 star will do, which is also amazing. And it really does kind of belittle some of the descriptions that are given. So here, like, you can see the attack was kind of stolen from Leona. You know, it's a little bit of a copy paste, but what it doesn't show you is the freeze effect that Leona has. So far, some of the special effects, I guess, that come along with it, the debuffs, they're not really mentioned, but it is great that we have a preview screen. This guy right here is a tank. So he has this little poison. You can tell, I guess, because the color is purple, but you know, you don't really see it. And here he has a lunge thing, which is very important for tanks to have because they do need to be in front. And he has his revive, which is also important. So definitely a pretty cool, like, zombie rebel soldier type of tank. I don't know if he's gonna break any molds or anything because I don't use the rebel. Wait, it's not a rebel soldier. It says it, but it's actually another force. I think they're better on other force tanks, but he does have a revive. It looks like all his buffs are pretty good, and he has the stage elevation possession buff, which is a nice buff to have. Kind of reminds me of Fio, but let's go ahead and look at Fio. Fio looks amazing, right? The basic doesn't really matter, but it's this wrap that made her very meta when the game first came out, and it's actually still a really good off tank or a secondary tank. Jug Marco obviously is number 1, but secondarily you could use her, or you can use Tarma. Tarma's also really good. What I did see is the special skill for this penguin, the assault penguin, is amazing. So another force, man. Ooh, that looks so cool. What I was pretty sad about though was Tarma. But first, let's look at how the another force, like, animations for their attacks just look so much better. All right, I thought this would look better, but the attacks are very, very long. So kind of like Witch Rumi's attacks actually. But very cool. Let's see Utan. Utan I always thought was funny. Okay, he just scatters off like attacks. That's pretty good. And then what? And then he throws. All right, so it should kind of like mix. It should just kind of show both. I don't know. Maybe like a combination. It both shoots and like throws. It's multiple. Wow. All right, so I have Anubis and I used to use him a lot in boot camp. And that standard attack he has, though it does have range, which I like never noticed, he always walks up to the opponent to do his special attack, which kind of messes everything up, man. And then he gets a summon where he actually has like a mummy feel type, like a mummy that comes out that also does the wraps. And the wraps used to be, like I said, very meta back in the day to completely destroy people, like just debuffs them like crazy. Cynthia was an amazing unit. Everyone knows it. And yeah, look at that. Whoa, this is kind of like Tarma's missiles, maybe even faster. At first I thought she kind of did summons because she was basically has a clipboard and writing all over it. Mono Eye is insane. So this probably doesn't look super impressive, but the range is actually much further than this. This is a lie. Mono Eye's range is insane. And then bam, look how continuous those attacks are. You don't mess with Manawai, man. The reload speed here is insane. So you probably saw everyone else kind of attacked and then waited for just a prolonged period of time. Manawai way faster. This is why another force really just rules. But you can't mess with this right here. Dr. AI, that skill right there is the whole reason why I was able to finish boot camp for those dark sorcerers. The space sorcerers that come out was all him. And then Marco, the main DPS for stage running, and you could really see already why. He shoots very quickly and has a really good range as well, and I have him plus 10. But you know, let's go ahead and see some other animations. This is my PvP unit, which Rumi, the only reason I have her at plus 10 is for PvP only, not on my stage running team, because the buffs that she gives are not very good for our team. I also wanted to get this guy to plus 10, but actually after looking at his animations, I'm not so sure anymore. The rockets are kind of quick, they probably do a lot of damage. And see, in the information, like the info on the attack, that present is supposed to do a lot more damage. It kind of like does AoE damage in the burst. So it's described here in the skills, but you don't really see it because there's only one enemy. So maybe have more than one when you know that there's a burst skill. So there's definitely some improvements that can go on with the preview menu. And maybe, I guess it's good that it shows them walking, but it's kind of boring, like that empty space. But overall, we've been wanting this, and it's great, and it's kind of ridiculous here. So if anything, we should see the change. Like these are buff units. There's only 2 of them in the game. The Rumis here and Madoka, they both buff like an attack speed. I think that we need to be able to more clearly identify what they do, because it looks like they don't do anything in the skill preview. Because they have 0 DPS. They're buffers. We should see it. Alright, so I think we should probably do like 10. I don't see like an event up, but I think 10% is right now what it is. I don't remember what it normally is, but let's go ahead, throw 10 at it, because the Arabian whatever, that dude, super worth it. For one reason and one reason only. He increases the max level of slugs, which is of paramount importance. It's the only reason why I got Torment a 5-star. I mean a 15-star, was because at 15, the artifact gives you 300 max slug levels. And believe me guys, the buffs that each and every one of your slugs on your stage running team gives you is extraordinarily important and will help you level up like you've never leveled up before. I know a couple of people that kind of just mained 2 slugs, their tank and their DPS, which is a good strategy, but there's such a huge cost when you're upgrading towards the end compared to when you upgrade sort of like the bottom tier levels. So if all of your guys are at level 2,500, your main DPS and your main tank, get everyone else to 2,000. Get everyone else to 2,200. That way you can get their buff. So let's go ahead and see. Only got him to 2 stars. Nah, come on, man. All right, 3 stars, 4 stars. So this guy I don't care as much about, because he's not upping my max. Oh, what's this? I'm not getting the return? All right, we're gonna have to go back and summon more. Right now, that's a useless unit until I get it to 5-star, because at 5 stars when you unlock their actual possession bonus. And if I don't get that possession bonus, it's kind of like a waste right now, because it's not like I'm gonna put them on my team. So let's go ahead and go back to the gold box and let's see what we get. Hopefully we get a couple 200 procs. I see some gold. Yes, perfect. This is the exact unit that I want. I almost don't care about the other one, but I just don't want it to be a useless unit. So we got to get them all to 5-star. If not, there was also an update where you can pick multiple tickets when picking your selector. Like the selector tickets, you can now open more than one. Each one is worth 50. So that way, you know, you don't have to continuously click on who you want, like of 50 of time and time again. You can just click like you want to open 5 tickets, you get 250 fragments of whatever unit, and bam, you're good. So I think we've done enough. I think I have enough. Let's go ahead and check the unit list here. Everyone's only at 4-star. We only got one more to make them to 5, and bam, you are now a useful unit. I'll probably just go ahead and throw them into the tracking mission, you know, where they just go outside and then they'll come back and I'll have units. So yeah, I'll probably just put them out in whatever tracking mission that's there. Always on the one that has 3, so there's a 33% chance of me getting him or whatever other unit I'm currently going for. But right here, man, like I said, Tarma C artifact, definitely want to go to 15. If you want a video where I actually talk about what are the best artifacts to actually get to 15 because the cost is so high, I'll make a video on that as well. I know a couple people want to see something like that, but you go ahead and comment that down below. But yeah, man, I can now get to 2700 and get an accuracy increase. Looks like I don't get anything really important until 3000. Now, my max used to be 2700 at max, having a max slug at 20, and this guy's max was 2500. So now with the additional 300 from the max slug and from this unit getting what, like an extra 200 or something, I don't know. So with those units now and with that artifact, I can now increase it. So this guy right here was maxed at 2000, so I got an additional 540 levels. That means that I'm about to get more movement speed at 2300, and at 2500 I'm about to get yet another buff, and those buffs are going to change absolutely everything. I'm probably going to level up, and I will for sure finish everything a lot faster with the additional movement speed. All right, I wish there was an easier way to upgrade this. So I'm always like trying to hold it and then let go, and then hold it and let go. They really need to implement some sort of I don't know, maybe they can use exactly what they use for units, or what they use for the boot camp, where you can select how many levels you want to go up in the same way that you can select the amount of times you want to complete a stage. So why can't I just have like a go up by 100, you know, like go up by 1, 10 and 100, and then I could just click the 100 one like twice, and then I'm there. That would be so much easier for me. If anything, you could also include 50. So there would be the 1, the 10, the 50, and the 100. I'll be okay with that too. If not, you can do away with the 50. I don't mind pressing the 10 5 times to level up, but I've definitely just wasted a few upgrading a couple things. I know my hand slipped for Slugnoid. That's why I'm at 1880 when I would much rather just, oh, I did it again. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Now I know it's not a lot, but it counts. Maybe that was exactly one level on my main DPS, and maybe that would have been the difference between me clearing one day earlier or one day not. So like it's just not fun, man. I don't like not seeing things completely even like that like actually useful. All in all, this has been a pretty good update with a lot of things that I personally have been asking for of the game. So this has been your boy Anecdotal, and if you like this video, man, make sure to like it, share with anybody from the MSI community, and of course, don't forget to make yourself known and comment down below. Oh, and don't forget to spend at least the 5,000 gems for the Honor Coins. 15k gems? Who has that, right? Peace.